Hello everybody, how is it going? So, today we are playing against Red Purple Law on Black Yellow Luffy. There's more games I recorded with Black Yellow Luffy. I feel like I have stockpile of recording right now, but it would have been an hour-long video, and I don't think I got it in me right now to commentate for an hour. But, yep, it's pretty much just best of 3 against Red Purple Law. I need to play more of this matchup to kind of understand it a bit more. What I've gathered from the couple games I've played against this person, and I played a couple in person with my friends, it's pretty much you just have to find your pieces before you die, or you get put to 0. Because obviously you can put yourself to 0 if you're in a comfortable spot to, start doing your leader things. Yeah, and I feel like sometimes with some hands you just have to defend early a little bit, and yeah, it's kind of hard. Shariah is super broken against this deck. Just kind of, you're just always swinging even, so being a 9k leader loses value at some point. The big swings you get on your turn, Shariah can just, it's basically, yeah, the card is just very good into the matchup. But right here, I'd love to play Sabo, but he already pre-played a Gordon, and I found myself on most of my turn 3s, if I'm going first, is just play the ace and put him on have 2 Gordons, and if he doesn't, I'm feeling good, and if he does, at least I got another card from his hand. Yeah, it sucks we lose our ace, but here, if we play Sabo, we 100% lose our Sabo, and sure, we could play Sabo and trash the other one, but I feel like getting a body down that won't just, most likely, won't just instantly be dealt with is nice. So, yeah, could be a misplay though. Maybe I'm just supposed to play Sabo, go through a couple more of my cards, find some more stuff. Yeah, I think because I have 2 Sabos in hand, it might be reasonable to go for that, but I don't know. It just feels bad playing something and the answer to it is already on, your opponent's board. So, yep. I do think I should defend some of these 5Ks. Probably should have defended that one with the Sabo, just get one in graveyard. Probably would have been fine, but we didn't. Also, probably a misplay, but yeah. I also think I maybe should just stop attacking life here because he's only on 4 cards in hand. But I also feel like maybe that's troll to do that. I don't know. I feel like maybe you just start ignoring life once you hit your 9k, barrier. You know what I'm saying? Because there comes a point where if you have multiple geckos, or usually it starts off with you not playing gecko, and then the next turn you can gecko back whatever you use and stuff. So yep, we just get down to Sabo. I know I'm gonna lose it, but at least we kind of get a bit more set up. We have all of the 2 drops, and I think we have Luffy and we have a Sabo engrave, right? But we don't have, or the ace is probably gone. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Might stick around if he doesn't have a second Gordon. Kind of gives him at least a choice here on what he wants to bottom deck. Where honestly, this spot isn't terrible. I'm probably going to have to waste a bunch of cards defending, which really sucks. And he has the Zoro, which also really sucks. And this Bon Clay is attacking for 7 because of my ace. So yeah, there's definitely some factors here that make this turn not so great. But we definitely live, but I don't know if it's going to matter much because we're going to have no cards in hand. And we also get hit by a Law. Not many Red Purple Laws are playing Blocker Law, so I kind of just wasn't even thinking about it. Honestly, getting hit by that is much less annoying than getting hit by a pudding, so I guess I'll take it. Could be worse. But he's going 7. It's tough because I don't want to defend it, but also it really just depends. I think regardless we're dropping 4 cards this turn, so yeah, a bit unfortunate, but it's all good. If we run 10 Dawn next turn, it might be okay because then I just use the 2 drops to counter out and won't feel bad about it. But I kind of have to keep them because I need them for next turn, and that extra 5 is very annoying. But he does have the blocker, so understandable why he went for that. I could randomly just try to cheese game, honestly, just off the ace. Probably isn't happening, but I guess it was something. Nah, it's never happening, right? Because this deck has no removal. We can't get rid of the blocker law. So, yep, we'll just go for board. We'll clear the Bond Clay. We'll use leader. trash a ace from hand, and we're gonna have to stack Luffy and Sabo. I misordered them there. Yep, my bad. I forgot which way they actually, get put in life, but yeah, it's not looking good, honestly. We're gonna be on one card in hand now. I probably should have just kept I probably should have just kept the ace, honestly. And if I somehow live this turn, I just can try to cheese game with the ace, but it's kind of probably never happening. We do go into Shiraya in hopes that we live somehow. He was definitely supposed to block this. I think he said he misclicked, which yeah, it happens. Maybe he thought I was gonna go at life and just kind of click through it too quick. Who knows? But yeah, this spot is not looking good. We kind of failed to get our stuff together before being put to 0. We had to drop a lot of cards defending our life, so yeah. Definitely, I think on our end, a misplay. I think maybe the turn I played ace, maybe we play Sabo. I don't think that was that impactful, though. I don't think that's how we got ourselves into this spot. I think it was just we probably should have defended more of our life. It can get so awkward because, your opponent can just decide, oh, this turn I'm not going to attack, and then mess up your timing on when you want to start your kind of loop. But I think that's just going to come with playing more of this deck and understanding, when you want to take life. I think that's kind of the hard part about this deck. He does end up going for my ace, so somehow we live another turn. At least probably. It's not too crazy, because with 6 Dawn you can only really get 1 attack, and we have a Sabo for the 1 attack, so yeah, we'll live, but we're gonna live with a Luffy and our leader, and he still has a blocker. So unless he just decides to swing with it, no, he plays another blocker. So yeah, it's pretty doomed. There's no real play here, so I'll just scoop it up. No reason to kind of play that one out. We'll go for a rematch, which hopefully we'll get. We do. We obviously know we did. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's all good. I mulligan that. I feel like I find myself just kind of almost always mulliganing, unless my hand is 3 searchers. I'm just trying to see all my pieces every game. Especially just as fast as we really can. Yeah, pre-playing Gordon is so annoying against this deck, because we actually, there's just no punish for it. We just have to accept that there's a Gordon on the field, and playing Sabo is just bad. So, a bit unfortunate. We just use a search event, find a Sabo, attack for 7, and just pass it back. Next turn, we're probably just going to play the ace again. We don't have the second Sabo, like the other game, so I wouldn't even consider it a play to play down the Sabo. He's going to play Ein, and then use leader effect, Oshachi Penguin, so kind of just ends up spending no Dawn to use leader effect. So yeah, that's pretty good for him. Yep, I'm just going to go 5, and then play down our ace. He does take. Honestly, him taking is pretty good for me, just because if he doesn't have these early blockers, I could just pivot to just beating him down, and hopefully he doesn't get to a blocker. But obviously that's there's no guarantee for that. That's also assuming that this ace will stick. He already has a Gordon, and he just he took. Did he take 2 life there, or did he just take 1? No, he just took 1, because ace didn't even have rush, so yeah, he just had a lot of cards in hand. But yep, does have the raise max, so our ace will end up getting answered. Yeah, but again, at least we made him spend another card. And also, I feel like having Sabo around is just better than ace. Sabo's kind of just does everything in this deck. It's kind of ridiculous. Yep, he'll leader effect, bottom deck. The ace, play down a Reiju. Yep, Reiju is really, really good. I feel like that card just existing for Law now is just too good, because I think the main struggle of the deck was card economy. It was kind of all gas, but then you had no recovery. But now Reiju can kind of continue giving, yourself gas. You'll always have cards in hand. Yeah, so card very good. We take, we countered the 6, right? I don't know what we did. I'm so confused. No, I took the 6. Okay, we counted the 5k. We'll take another 5k. Yeah, we get left at 2 life. We only have 1 Makino, so we can't put ourselves down. But he has So what do we? Yeah, I guess we're just playing ace, right? Like, I'm still feeling pretty comfortable and not dying with the 2-life barrier. And if he just decides to put me to like 1 and leave me there, it's kind of fine, because at least we have the Makino. It'd be better if we had a Flampe, but we'll take what we can get, you know? We're going to clear the Ein with our ace. There's no point in putting Dawn on Luffy, because if he wants to save this Shachi Penguin, he'll just block with Shiraya and counter for 1, so yeah, kind of just same difference. I guess we can play off the factor maybe he forgets if we want to go 2 Dawn on leader, but that's really just the same result. We'll pass it back. We do have 2 of the brothers, the 2 drops in hand. I don't think we've seen a small Sabo yet, which is not the best, but hopefully we will find one. We're going to be going up to 9 Dawn next turn, I believe, because we were just on 7, so not like we could even Gecko yet. Obviously we have to kind of get our turn where we double, 2 drop before the Gecko to set it up. But he is going to pay 5 for Kid, uses the Gordon to reduce Ace, which I definitely don't think this was the best play, honestly, because he kind of just clears the Gordon he already has. Sure, he'll be able to swing into the Ace, but now I don't have to worry about a Gordon, and Ace is going to go to my graveyard instead of getting bottom decked. So that's pretty good for me. I also know that like I don't die ever, and if I take all my life, if he swings with everything he can with, I'm just chilling, because I'll just have to end up dropping 1 card. Obviously he doesn't though, because that's just a bad turn to do that. That'd just be, serving it to me on a silver platter. But we'll Greater Option, we draw a Makino, and right here I'm like, I guess now's as good as time as any to just do it. It's not the best, but I think this play would be a hell of a lot better if we just had a Flampe. So I was really hoping that like this first Makino would give us one from our life, just hopefully there's one there. But yeah, we'll do it anyway. And we just see a Sabo and a Luffy. At least we find the Sabo. The Sabo's pretty good. So yep, we just end up playing both Makinos. We have to spend just a ton of cards this turn, which is unfortunate, but we get there. We get there, kinda. So yep, we'll cheat out the Ace first, and then the Sabo. Sabo can hopefully filter our hand a little bit. Don't find any 2Ks, but we'll get rid of a Luffy and a Gecko. Yeah, at this point we're kind of set up. It is annoying that like Law can bottom deck our stuff, so we have to find more of the 5 drops. But for now, we're looking okay. Again, like our leader just getting no value from being big because Shiraya exists. The card's too good, too good. I imagine he'll counter for 1. He should keep this Shiraya around because it's always swinging even when I'm a 9K leader. So, yep, he does. And we'll just pass it back. He is on 7 Dawn. We should live. Maybe? Right? How does he split that makes us not live? There's no real way. So I guess he could go 4 Dawn on Shiraya, and then yeah, we won't be able to counter out of that, but we just block with Sabo, and then the rest of his characters can like swing into the Ace, I guess. But putting them back in my trash is no problem, honestly. He plays down Ace though. Interesting to see he's playing 7-drop Ace. I think, again, not a lot of lists are playing it. I think most red-purple Law lists are like mostly similar, but there'll be like a couple card choices you can switch around. I don't know if everyone's on Queen, Film Law, 7-drop Ace, Ein. There's a lot of kind of flex spots, I guess. Not really flex spots, but a lot of options you can play. And right here, I think that was definitely troll. He let me put my Sabo back in graveyard, or trash. Very good for me. Very good for me. He should have just bottom decked it, because I definitely didn't have another Sabo. So hey, we take those. Shiraya is going to go up my life. We'll just drop a 1K. That's fine. Nothing else can swing into my life. And then if he wants to, he can clear the Ace. If not, he can just leave it. Probably best to clear it though. I will just end up bringing it back, but it's not an extra 7K on my board, I guess. So yep, he cleans up the board. That's pretty much just the end of his turn. Nothing else is really doing anything. Oh, never mind. He still has leader effect. Bottoms deck the one of the Makinos. cheats out a law, re-ramps one, and that should be it. Maybe. Okay, yeah, he passes. We top deck the search event. It's kind of whatever in this spot. Because especially just if we want a gecko, so yeah, we're just gonna end up probably trashing it off of our leader effect. Is what else is there to do? We'll bring back Ace and Sabo. We put them in the right order this time. We take those. Yep, gecko, just bring back the 2-drops. Cheat out the boys. And don't find any 2Ks. Unfortunate. We're really just looking for counter power there. Like it's the spot is definitely livable. I think if we have at least one 2K, because he's gonna be on 7 Dawn next turn, and if he wants to make it uncounterable, he needs to go. How much Dawn on Shariah? I gotta think. If I have a 3K, he needs to go 4 Dawn on Shariah. So that means I only have 3 Dawn for Ace, and then we just get out of that with the 2K. So yeah. So we'd block the Shariah and then just combo out of the Ace hit. But we don't have a 2K, so now it's kind of easier for him because he can just go 2 Dawn on Shariah and just check me for, 2K and a 1K. Obviously, like, if he does that, though, and I have it, I'm pretty sure it's just over. But I guess he just forgot I had a Sabo. I think he says something here, which, yeah, I'm trying to think how you'd play this if you realize that I have the Sabo. It's at least 2 Dawn on Shariah, and I can't get out of that, right? Because I only have 2 1Ks. Yeah, if not, you go 3 Dawn, and then I'm at 9, so it'd be, man, math is hard. It'd be 12. I can get exactly up to 12. I'd have to block, and then the rest of the Dawn would go on Ace. It's 11. I get out of that. Yeah, the math is hard. I think just 1 2K, and I'm pretty sure that game is very, very winnable. But my opponent threw a little bit, so we end up winning anyway. Yeah, having 2 1Ks is a little bit rough there. This hand is, like, not bad. Like, it's keepable, but we don't have many of the little, like, the 2-drops, nor do really have ways to find them, so I do end up mulliganing it. I feel like as I'm learning this deck, maybe I'll take less mulligans, but I'm mulliganing a lot. We play the Garp, take the 2-drop Ace. I'm never sure what to prioritize in, like, finding the 5-drops or the 2-drops. Like, eventually you gotta find both of them, so I guess it doesn't super matter. But he just plays a Gordon and passes. Next turn, we're just gonna swing with Garp, swing with leader. I'm curious if, like, I'm supposed to be playing, like, Flampe and just, like, not caring how aggressive his deck is, just so I can get to leader effect first, or sooner. I don't know. Because right now I only have an Ace and a Luffy as the 2-drops, and I only have a 5-drop Ace. But obviously I'll see a lot more cards if I start, taking my own life. Flampe basically lets me see, an extra card outside of just taking my life, so yeah, maybe is correct, but not sure. He's gonna play down Hitakiri, bottom deck the Garp, plays out a Shachi Penguin, so gets some attackers down, very good. Once again, now we're in the spot where he's, like, very low on hand size, and I kind of don't want to attack, but I think it's kind of correct. I don't know, it's so hard to really call it. I think if Reiju didn't exist, you definitely just don't attack Red Purple Law. But Reiju does exist, so yeah, we're just gonna attack him. And I imagine he will take, yep. And we'll just play down the Ace. Once again, put him on have 2 Gordons. Gonna play out a Bon Clay, ramp 1, does have the second Gordon, or raise max, same thing. So yep, double reduces the Ace, bottoms the Ace, cheats out a Reiju, which is unfortunate for me, but I guess good I took the free attack at life, He's going to go 1 Dawn on leader, attack for 6. We're going to take that. We're severely lacking in 5 drops this game. Yeah, a little bit rough. We find a Sabo though, and we did grab a Garp off of life, so we can maybe kind of fill in what we're missing. We have the Dawn to play both of them. We're going to play Garp. Yep, take an ace. The 2-drop Sabo is tempting, but I think we just want to get 5 drops that we can actually use with leader effect for now, because we do have the 2-drop ace. And right here, he doesn't have a blocker and only has 5 cards in hand. Like, I'm pretty sure I don't die next turn if I just don't play Sabo. So I think we're just gonna go 6 with leader and then 7 with ace and just see what happens. Yeah, might work out, might not. I do think it's also reasonable, like, this turn it isn't the worst to play Sabo because we just made him spend, what, like 2 Gordons? So it's not super likely he has another, but he definitely could have because he drew 2. He drew another one for turn, and then he did take a life this turn, so he might have found one. So maybe playing Sabo isn't as safe as it sounds, but he is still only on 5 Dawn, so we're kind of chilling. He's just gonna go 5 at life. This turn I think we can probably go down to 0. Maybe. It's still kind of risky because, again, we don't have 5 drops in trash. So, yep, we're going to counter for 1 with the Sabo. So I guess we got 1 5 drop in the trash. Again, my hand is like full of 2Ks and the 2 drops, and I really don't want to use the 2 drops as counter, but we might just have to. So we do trigger the greater option, just force him to trash something. Because I'm thinking if he doesn't play a blocker this turn, I just go for game. You know, like, whatever. Even if he does, we might just be forced to go for game because that's just the spot we're in. He's going to go 5 again with the Shachi Penguin. We're going to counter for 2 probably in attempt to preserve the 2 drops. And I was like, actually, nah, like, whatever. I'll just use them. I think I just have to go for game next turn. Unless I guess he plays like Kid into like Shariah or Blocker Law. I'd probably just lose at that point, honestly. So, yep. I'm probably going to end up just taking the 7 and just hope that he tries to go for game. Because with 5 2Ks in hand, I don't think there's any amount of Kid and Killer Cheese that could kill me. Because it'd just be 7-8, and we can get out of both of those. So, yep, we should be okay. It is Zoro going in for 7. We'll just counter that. And again, we get out of the Kid and Killer, no problem. If he plays a blocker here, I'm just going to have to gamble and go for game. Hope he doesn't have much counter. He bottoms the Garp. And we'll cheat out something, a Shariah. So, yeah. We're just going to have to try to go for it. We do find a Sabo, but like I still don't think that's enough to live, you know? So, we're just going to kind of math it out here. I think what I concluded is I can go 10-11, and it doesn't really matter what order I do it, because if he can combo out of a 10, he's got it, you know? So I start with the 11 just so I can, like, kill the Shariah. It didn't actually really matter. Right? Yeah, I don't think it ends up mattering. For some reason in my head, I'm like, I should swing big with Ace first, because if I swing with Leader first, then Shariah, yeah, I can't get rid of him. But it's like, honestly, it doesn't matter if I can get rid of him, because I'm just dead next turn if I don't go for game, so. Right? Yeah, there's like, I guess he'd be on 4 Dawn. I'd have 4 2Ks. Yeah, no, I'm just dead next turn, so I have to go for it. Start with the 11. He blocks, so I'm like, alright, if he has 10, that's fine. It just be like that. And he doesn't. Has, not what, 1 2K, 2 1Ks, so. Yep, we end up taking it. Didn't use leader effect once, just ace beatdown. Yeah, I don't know. I think sometimes it just comes to that. Hey, look, our next top deck was a 2-drop Sabo. That's funny. But we didn't have, yeah, obviously we countered with the other 2 drops, so yeah. Maybe I should have just dropped 2Ks, but like even then, is it even worth it? I don't know. Regardless, I need to play more of this deck. I do have more games against other decks, but I figured this, you know, Red Purple Law is going to be very popular, so you'll probably run into this matchup a lot. So why not upload this first? Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.